Much has been made about the so-called caravan of immigrants on their way to America seeking asylum. But our next contributor says we should also pay attention to who is helping them along the way. Here's Debbie Georgatos from 660 AM The Answer. My voice, my opinion.
President Trump called the caravan of 5,000 Central Americans traveling through Mexico toward the U.S. border an invasion. Gallup reports 5 million want to come here. Eyewitness videos show that the caravan is approximately 90% men. It includes those seeking jobs, those seeking welfare, and violent criminals. Many do not meet our asylum law requirements. Caravan facilitators include supply trucks funded by NGOs and hundreds of volunteers from People Without Borders, a socialist organization strongly opposed to the idea of countries having borders. The United Nations is also aiding the caravan. We can help some impoverished people, but America cannot bring in every person living in poverty in the world, and America should not ignore who is funding and fomenting this caravan. The masterminds behind it are committed to undermining American border integrity and sovereignty, and they are, in fact, orchestrating an invasion. I'm Debbie Georgatos, and this is my voice, my opinion.